Black. When the boat, and Facebook, sound in it. Facebook, when you were first time, and sound sensitive and say, and why you shutting down? Imagine. Menyano and Tiasia say, Casano Emma. Menyan Tiasia Casano by Monfan Chemi, Guso, me producers and air try, me technician air try, airborne homodin say, obey to me, I na Casano Abba, Entina Monfan Chemi, Bessie Sia, Guso, Ibusim Fidio, and someone say. Abe from Fidi and a didi say you made ye intino. Bon, mammy, American trade be me best here, Derek. The whole building is the parliament where the city of Robert, so he's not. The whole building is the parliament where the
is right beside me, so he's not.
Ajo Yermasi, send your medical kayano, and Yanomuni, Busianino, eto, manami, sena, Cassana, Emba, and Mephisis is here, dear, and your man atomu, intino, Memphis, Miss Abeka Sibioma, see? Hello, see? Hello, see? Enter me come, she say. Mr. Beka ye krato dino a wo Ghana no wo to ede mani wa hano and I may if you say Mr. Beka no. Hello, see. Hello. Say still no yensa en kano ntino.
The whole building is the parliament. This is right beside me, so he's not. The whole building is the parliament. This is right beside me, so he's not.
Show Munina Munim say Drew Embrebia and Fidei eba na aba betu yentino yeno ye bibia minimum yama say no what the same Fidei eba bebre ebetu yenimua na je say wahayen pa so entino ye iguso me producers no muguso say yen sabeka yen kratuni Africana nanka wodi chechiremu sende na wo chechiremu no ebia na monti but media na meti na che say nanka emuda ho kakra fine entino me ko mama Mami ama hello aha mami minti unka yi minti unka yi kra aha sisi ade menim say wakọ adwuma we free adwuma ba wabre tie for amofanche mo amonim yeguso ayehwe mfidie ndebia nsa mami ama nsokora ono sokora bresa na so Ghana hu do nti no enewa mami ama sisi ano speaker asetena mienu a ya suspendi ana mebisa say sisi ano speaker ana wafum mrashe medwemu for ana afum ana say court bata kese ana afum emfumso no frifan sisi amamema nti ebisa emfumso no frihin
so no interruption na court ti omo akotumo and then after na man things are on wo pe ni sika bi agie ti wu ansana wa kolo and no offer na anything else that you feel idea be ya you see omo pe we the ma mo after for day free education in companies that public here omo ni omo companies count anything omo ya sa ko say Parliament, the Parliament speaker is doing the right thing. Or follow suit. Upa, but it doesn't matter. Or no one declare the Mrana wants to do the assistant. So I'm not know this. I ain't give the prayer now. Who did say? Mario Dende was caught in our betting to the bansa. That's what they call election one require the poor and the Yama electoral commission, Mamma Kata. Your poo of the Chiamrana, the Dema, and the Natural. Bakuruso, 9 months or hold to Ghana. Ransom Propia Kashi now also said, the Mania de Diana or Manison police, or the edge of Peno. And as speaker, I have to applaud him. Why are they? The Ojawa, Eternity Ojawa, he will not do it. So, this is not a first time. Or more my bidder. Equity for my bidder. It's when you new one, a two opportunity, opposite Debbie. No more winning somebody who was in or who was of the parliament. They are say, when we are majority or we are minority in China. At the end of the day, how long would this even last? And I have to suppose, like I said, so over cousin 11 anyway, and when you won over the other at your way, anything come over at the end. And if you happen in Manticata, the grandmother, a court, it's a canoe channel for what you said, or but the baby up one, it's no way, Sam. The speaker, you should follow the right, do the right thing. So I do Nanya, I come at this and you to cry. He also, I want the powers of the one. So he should go on and do the right thing. And put the phone back. Omopa, Moma, Omunomu, Eniomu, Omopa, Omopa, Moma, Cotton, a good summer, the very cotton. I declare no, Obiku Papa, as I start to all of. I would say, that everything will fall in place.
No. Mammy Amadio say, I want you to be a mba or mopa or momra. Maybe some Sabeka Bioma. Hello, see?
The same procedure will follow suit. The same procedure will go back and put everything in place. Say, yeah, let's see, or Monomania majority, and the Mamos or Monomu. I don't know, or the money so or some of your mupe.
Okay, Joe. Mammy, I must say, a be a sipping until we dear speaker, why ya dear pepe be and BBS and see SRT. Ya, yen to us, I mean, if say, Miss Sabeka see. Hello, see. Now you pay us and Sabakan. Okay, Echa Esafaka, what is on Bisa Mammy, my yenti was woody. Speaker, Brasha bedroom, any court about time. Hina. And a from and so be so ever so at the ma or my Tony Nana, Papa Vintio.
You come on with us, Madame Mammy and Master. So I declare somebody here. No, Cobra Summer will be say. Sir, answer no the whole.
And you know,
say, speaker say, we are autonomous. Bibia. Eshen sa wosora no say kentia no afira no abehye ho no aye kuntan abrante no mo bon Ghana no yese polluter nyumbi into abetra just say that man is a concert man. I have said it 3 times out here banyina speaker na yo Ghana sesiano. He's the worst speaker ever. 4th Republic onya post na wo pese obi ahu say we speaker so ye bema na se power be and send power be a ga yehwe action where democracy no wo kwan ye faso di democracy nante samle na ne yeti Ghana shishi patapa ube yibi opeso obi ahu say wo na ye champion. Inti so speakers who ye bibia wotimi koso de obeka ye final. Let's see him in action. I didn't yentimi nko omuntimi nko parliament. Senko ka ye say power be and sin power be a. Power pass power. Say power be in chain and to me be and chain to me be a. Sisi asa dead is sisi a chere say to me be sin to me be. Oh amamu yemfa me no be kuntan because of where you belongs to. Me now I be she because me a parliament a speaker for what? Independent who speakership no ekohini. Inti no adibia wo emra ye de nante se mra no wan famra no kwan so a de obeye bia ebetosini. Inti so we say speaker so afre wo mra back. I didn't na wo mama. Ana de bia me katro se amamu no ye di fie nyansa wisdom enu nyame na di ache o no wakusua nwoma kakra bes wan hwie na wo de ba ko peye adwuma de bia nim guase ye kan ebi ne ye hunu sesi a mo amoso ye majority a enka mo be take action speaker anamo a wotu ye nti won say action ni na ye bogus nti speaker we is he not exiting with a big shame unto him? A free parliament. Anyway, I just don't want to talk too much because Ghana be beer politics, be beer party I may belongs to. Yenisa enye. Oh, internet there be a maker say, and never be a mama who said no cray on a year drew papa and no cray. We have 2 young guys. Yes, about the corner bar and about consider the Washington DC. The reasons as a something because they are speaking the truth. Woman a boom with the chromotimia will move fogo. The bin ye who say speaker sorry the beer and I'm a speaker me obiawo the powers power pass power. Inti ayame de say where addition ye the constitutional aspect of governance. See, kasi bibi democracy. I have to say, Ghana bibi freedom of speech, where it came from, ground, it has got limits, and that is what we are seeing now. So, speakers were powerful, we didn't so because what the parliament house, parliament in the ground, and you could see saying. Sisi ade waye emfaso be no so se yentimi ankoni amfane man to 2 years whoever wins the next elections it in Ghana beko I was say we ma ye nyina yesua nyansa efie nyansa na yedi nimdie ka ho na siesi yopo de ya na mabufu kra no a sisi a speaker akane na say no obedi wasase so ye nananom ne ye ma na ye bebro anamo asisi a wo mutu anamo bia wo mu betuo wo mantu anamo ya it are first generations yet to be born nti mi mom dia me pese me kase bebre wonu a okay wonu a papa no wonu a speaker no wonu a won trase no wonu a enko sisi a won fa wisdom no anyame de ma no fa embark in knowledge no won hwe se ye de patapa sheshe chompiata yetimi di tu na mama ne yi ana ndi die nyina atimu no ono won fa nsoa na ye hwe de Ghana beko ma me nya because me say me kasa na
enkasa bebre
me kasa bebre na because eneme bi ho where ma me ntwa so because ahwa ma ko kasa me so me kan sesi a
which as here e just afaka oso wo twa so kitwe bi answer me ko fa ya no yenkonkotie we mra.
This second request
Speaker
added 17 more items. And this request came from the MPP members of parliament, and it was signed on their behalf by the second deputy majority whip, Honorable Alex Tete Jodubois. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting indefinitely.
Reference to Mr. Speaker. That is why we did not enter the chamber.
Never.
We will not.
Never.
We will not. MPP will not. We will not. Therefore, don't be swayed by their lies and their propaganda. What Mr. Speaker did today amount to supervising chaos and bringing the image of democracy to disrepute. Yes. Clearly, the NDC is on a warpath. They want confusion in this country. They want lawlessness in this country. And all these are being supervised by Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
A process to be set in motion. Why did they suddenly come under Order 93, which allowed for a statement? When, in the history of this parliament, since 1992, did a statement metamorphose into a motion? Which motion now will require a ruling? You see, Speaker is setting the country on fire. Yesterday, we were disappointed with his non-reconciliatory posture during this press conference. Indeed, we, the majority caucus, call on Mr. Speaker one more time to demonstrate statesmanship. We want.
It was unconstitutional. It was unlawful. By any account, it was illegal. The Supreme Court, sanctioned by he himself and some members of the minority who keep proclaiming from high rules and high the master of its own rules and regulations. The Supreme Court is told public and Parliament that you are not. There is an institution which is the master of the rules of Parliament, and that this is what the law is. You cannot make the decision, the proclamation that you make. I call it proclamation because you think it's a cane, it's whatever, it's a lot of people. But you made a ruling. It is not right. Supreme Court is telling you it is not right. Go back. But don't that ruling and that decision. It was the Speaker of Parliament who unconstitutionally made the proclamation, whatever it is that he said the last time. The Supreme Court is told him that he was wrong. Restore matters to what they were.
So is the next line of action for the MPP?
Well, we will cite you for contempt. We will cite the Speaker for contempt. Watch the space.
There was no.
I'm say yate obianu die edom kese ne edom kuma ni nyina ewo mrasemujum na wo hwe dum se we no eye enibre sempapapa na wo munya mentem ho ase enya aba na mema wofa yawo emfa ne die emfambra na wi ye bisa ye speaker any Supreme Court no hina ena ewoso otie hina nti minko wofa yawo yetie wofa yawo
Okay.
Now we say. Now me see speaker Mrashe Mejum any Supreme Court hina ena ye mfumso ewo ha ena ewo nsunsuaso boni bi ema o man sisi abra enche bia no sa Mrashe Mejum ni na no wo mu kra no wo mu mre kra ya so no ntino mintie.
Okay, thank you very much. Me share the kind of na me share ya TSN na me share me co-panelist na me share the incoming president come 7th December, Professor John Dramani Mahama and Professor Jenana Kukwaji wo mba be di pisa en kwasumne mambu basa ne mahunu ayekoso wo Ghana omuba be yi efumna Ghana senior Ghana si koidi atiti apansama yukra na baby amu bia misiamo that is some of we say they will be said me follow you know tape now about my ATA now. Okay, me question I will be is not about the tape, but if you try the whole thing there for now, that is speaker join the parliament, you know, indefinitely because Omo calling for parliament for them to come for a they didn't show up. And if someone show up, what then I'm person back then or so I don't know why they didn't show up. Those who call for the parliament to come over, opinion and for they didn't show up for the reason is best known to themselves. And you know, say parliament you do standing orders in Omodeye or Juma. And I say when Yakorum so he cannot be omuntimi have the business of the day. And I'm friend so mama. And they are joining the reason why you are joining, that is the reason. And I send a question now every channel. Now coming to the question. Say Supreme Court near you know the whole thing air course that is case. It is the Supreme Court that is causing the whole problem now. Because at the Supreme Court here, they didn't do the right thing. Make me a quote a year now. I do a salary of the former Ghana School of Law, Ghana director of Ghana School of Law. I say what the Supreme Court did with the Chief Justice here, it's not the right thing to be done. So it is the Supreme Court that is causing all this. Where from the Supreme Court to come and rule? I took on in Cropon. What is wrong with them? Parliament has standing orders, and Abadin is the head of Parliament, or or control Parliament anymore. The three arms of government, there should be checks and balances, but Obi needs superpower over the other. Say me, sorry, preoccupied, my say the meanwhile, they are operating with their standing orders. So they say, a Supreme Court this problem in the first place that they can share with you. Niema ekoso nyina anti no bag me asanya abotre se wo frɛ senkamumra. Why is it that omo calling for Emma when they didn't enter the chamber and Bagwin cannot see them near? Meanwhile, so you need in parliament kurano time we have some for recess, right? And at the same time, these people, members of parliament, most of them are contesting again. And most of them are contesting to become parliamentarians again. That is Kenya's SSO go back to their constituency to campaign. And as Anyama way in Asabesim. And he said, when you know, Simukana Bagay, I see wow, Mumbra Baka, Namumbra, Yentras, and Yen Jojo, near whom was to go on. You come and you not enter the chamber. What do you want him to do? So, and see what is going on. It is the ruling government that is causing the whole problem. Apenyo Makin and Madam Tukono, Omuno causing the whole problem. So I think, the problem has been created and it is going on by the sitting and ruling government, the leaders of the sitting and ruling government. Apenyo Makin, the majority leader, now the minority leader. They are the people who causing problem through the Supreme Court. Because the Supreme Court here, and they have no right to interfere in the business of Parliament like that. Because who took on you are number 4. Bagbin is number 3. Who me position so staying war a country. You cannot come and drag me down. So they say we a chief justice and so what.
Oh, Debbie, come on. Wafa Susukasa. Wafa Susukasa. Who is a chief justice and I won't any Kazazana. Come on. Come on. I show Kasa you. I show Kasa you.
I'm referring to Bagbin. Bagbin is higher than you. Yeah, sorry, Bagbin is higher than you.
But Obia won the position. What you say? Obia won the position. Wouldn't him say? Sir, Nyo Otie Biano.
Dedicate in America and American you want to interpret in it. I'm using the positions in the country. Ye Akufo-Addo niwa Baumia niwa Bagbin na Bagbin niwa and Chief Justice Bema. So what they say, and at the 3 arms no they are operating differently. So there should be checks and balances. The checks and balances. But Obino Onono Chief Justice, he's not higher than Bagbin. That's what I want you to know. What they are saying. And I make them know. And you know who your Chief Justice are. You are not higher than Bagbin. Bagbin is the Speaker of Parliament. He's number 3 before you.
But here interpretation, here Chechremoa, you go to the Chief Justice. What you say? When it comes to interpretation of the law, it is the Chief Justice. So anunti and a year you become contempt. And President Kra can be contempt to the law.
Listen, contempt of the law or no Chief Justice and also in contempt of the law. Because Parliament, we cannot come from outside to come and run Parliament, to start Parliament down. Into another in contempt of law. So what they are saying. And your bargain. You cannot see contempt of law. Because you can't come from nowhere to come and run somebody an institution down. So what they are saying. You are running the institution down. What they are saying. I'm not saying so you yes and America, but yeah, Kenya Bagbin will come before Otukono, and that is what our constitution is saying. Yes and America. That is it.
It was right.
And you know, into the airport to Ninjano, Star and Alpha for you. Into the and seminar for the NMA Bagbin, so I join here because Mama call you dedicate you. More, and I had a tape there. So which year, not the day Japan Kata, I will tape Yorka or say, oh, and yes, or Musedana, or Muye Sen Comunco. Now Museda Munqua, I don't know my for Miss Picano. That is case, but also Otima today. Munim Tama Yama against a Munco Timbana. I didn't know my for Miss Picano. Man Sumobi, so to or to speak and crash, ABI, have meeting you Antino. We shall come to the chamber later. Bagbin did not receive anything. Silence means what? Not just a moon ready to move back. Man, sure that they were not ready to go. It's Bagbin to time or the year, and on the standing orders in the area. And the standing orders shows that if there is no quorum, he can't continue any business in the chamber. And nothing a combine, sir. If you have some question now, in some course, we know. The ruling government and a causal problem, especially the leaders of the ruling government, which is Afenyo Martin, who was the majority, now the minority, who doesn't accept, he is not accepting that he's going to sit at where minority people are also supposed to sit. Now, on no refer to NDC for an chaos for country. Who pay money here? Certain way, you have to call leaders of this thing to solve it. Who sorry and I do call Supreme Court. Who know why they pay? Who now pay or money? And I was who they asema and can say High Court, call Supreme Court. Who know for money? And this is why omu ayebo kwa omu chemuni ade no omu na demons omu for money. You see the way he's speaking. You can't why what kind of this thing has verbosity has come into that man and he's talking as if Ghana and India and after Ghana and the party. I don't know. Nobody can tell.
Okay. All right. Mati, what I don't know, or say, yeah, Afenyo market in this Isiano will be through the punches against each other. Ever has Supreme Court asan akwa setene me fan say yasa suspend Supreme Court biom for the second time. On mine so ejina already no mine ankasa no ewo ntwetwede ewo impuntuo ni enyoma hodo bebre ho wei enanka me saka sie na nka wotumi apense mu yie nana mfenze nene no emma mfidie no so adolso nteno me producer de eguso hwe se won betumi ayehu ebibia nti abusiafo samote ya ensem no wuso wuhu ni sen wote ni sen na me bisa weso ansa me twame ho abase se ntino sisi ano ne speaker patches wono no woso sene ne wo fire kan na just wono eso sene emra batampani no ana speaker no ono se Supreme Court ekasa wia ono so betumi any Supreme Court atintamo ana mecham ha besisi.
From the initial request for us to consider 5 items, this second request added 17 more items. And this request came from the MPP members of parliament, and it was signed on their behalf by the second deputy majority whip, Honorable Alex Tete Jodubois. Unfortunately, the signatories who made the request have not shown up, and therefore matters that they wanted us to handle, which are admitted for the consideration of the business committee, are not on the order paper, and in fact there's no order paper for today because the business committee could not meet due to the absence of the people who requested for the recall. And as you can see, one side of the house is completely empty. In view of this, we have, as usual, got a quorum to sit, but we have no business before us. In view of the failure of the business committee to sit, as a result of the refusal of those who requested for the recall to show up, we are compelled to once again adjourn the sitting of the House. Knowing the challenges we are facing, it is not advisable to be adjourning from day to day. And so I'll proceed once more to adjourn the meeting.
Our tradition is to respect rule of law. Yes. It's out of deference to Mr. Speaker. That is why we did not enter the chamber. That we should share in that chaos theater with them. Never. Never. We will not. MPP will not. We will not. Therefore, don't be swayed by their lies and their propaganda. What Mr. Speaker did today amount to supervising chaos and bringing the image of democracy to disrepute. Yes. Clearly, the NDC is on a warpath. They want confusion in this country. They want lawlessness in this country. And all these are being supervised by Mr. Speaker. Yes. A process to be set in motion. Why did they suddenly come under Order 93, which allows for a statement? When in the history of this parliament, since 1992, did a statement metamorphose into a motion? Which motion now will require a ruling? Speaker is setting the country on fire. Yesterday, we were disappointed with his non-reconciliatory posture during this press conference. Indeed, we, the majority caucus, call on Mr. Speaker one more time to demonstrate statesmanship. We want
Intino Yakokuchi, we know Abba. Mfansa mintemi hwasibi enaba na boa wuso wutiechire no emunie wo he ena obeka afa ho esanse we no omani nyina ene dafom no omani edafom sisia no mfanse ye hye bia emra ye be hye bia no empase and I say, Womundi Jumedu, Mrashame Jumrin Juma, also Mudi Bia, and Pisia Bibia General, and say ye free SHSO, a teacher for Akutia Bibia, as stand still, internal, say, I'm one my way, no, I know in here some dear, and the minim, a dear, I was saying here in Pempesua, and che, so ye quackoto, a ba, a hina, and a ye hina, maybe, hello, see.
Hello, Daddy K.
Aha, sisi adem say mete wonka see my yentio so wa emrana wodi ensam na tudwa no em say enipa bebre anti esanse enemfidie na akoye ne ho bibibi intino my yentio from your standpoint esanse yetie speaker yetie ketie hamon yetie eye afenyo markings so intimo yentio see.
Enti me tofa bomu nyina emi say Thursday no mo call asetna ewe rashe bedwam no na NDC caucus no amakwa kotna majority side eba ne sa no MPP caucus led by Alexander Afenyo Markins womo so koye no na ampa NDC caucus nete bebia ya na omo etie no that is right inti uhwe speaker on the right hand side a majority. The left hand side a minority side no eba ne san MPP caucus ni so yent na ye de ebu democracy enya fe na ye ba beko ye bu Ghana for ye bu ye constituent inti ye ko share office na se speaker etre se wono eye obi a okita dibre diplomacy na so tre so a statement there on besan so aba the honor speaker hwe ye no si o ye pe korom no eye as a number be a was say emrashe bomunya ansana ebi omo pese omo jibe tuma e anomu na ye if you agree aha into omo hwe ye no si o and the government business things mean into matu emrashe bedwam na me too me nim da me kan so ababio obi a na NDC caucus ne nko a wo mo sorry into it means say ye boka be what said ebedwam for na bi kwa abrochire ebi o abrochire government na behwe twa esika no e dia man nti asetna ba akokra no government betimi aboka. This is the second time a speaker etu parliament mu was so with MPP caucus led by Afenyo Markins onuno leader no osi obesre speaker pa so nfa nsem a court ne kan ni nye adwuma enye sanwa womo ebeko mbe holding no contempt of court eno me say one. Hello Daddy K.
Oh, you too, me too pa we no for say wo fire no enti wo kasa no but would run up via ye beto aso wo fire no mama enti wonka but still no yete wonka ewo infidie no so enti would to aso na rap no my
okay nti me de ba ewie no e bia so no e was say ye dissolve 8 parliament we na yetimi koto aba nti ye dissolve a e no chere say ye ni parliament bia until ye beto abewie na yaye the 9th parliament sana etie nti say wo ma anye we nu a effect kese pa ni say enye aban adwuma ye fo afia ye besi mo that is 2025 na ketua ho sembeding because e was so mo pass budget no ansana o metimi ekofie etimi akaso emra 8 parliament we dey ya boegu ya close bibia ye kofie akwakoto ababa na ya form new parliament bill that will be the 9th parliament in this ekobana so mo ye bibisa na it clearly shows say abai no mayefo omuntua omuka so we no ade a eye adehia ema Ghana fo nyina that is bibi was a Ghana for sorry no muka say no was say mrahye bedwamfo no mujai senia mo twe no na speaker so obeka say oh NDC caucus mo de monko mo minority side no senia be ya business betimi akoso nti 2 times when nyina oman na boka eka yebo ni say MPB wo hon mo wo abrochire okodi ayarehwe yebeto nsa frɛ no obeba government pay for it nti ekoba ne sanu na yaboka nti 2 seats we nyina yaboka ya nya adwuma bia yes oman ni sika no na ye waste no free SHS bill wo hon mo wo so mu hwem other bills bebre wo hon mo e wo so mu hwem say ne be yon be allocation nti ekoba ne ya na ye hwi sika be
Okay. Joe, me that say see and also winchiremu a wodi aba be boa en say dwumadi no mo fa nchame pa na invitiase no na ye hwa say ne no beba na akwakoye no ho bibi say ne midi kaka ye no mfidie ye ba beto ye te duru bebi a ebu na nu say pre na ma ahoche kaka na ba enti no see ana wodi nchiremu no edi aba no say ye no kokwasa saa na me enye fidi agro ebedru mebi no na fi akutua ni nyina na akwakoye bibi sei basa nteno mami ama hello mami ama aha we die kitu ebi na fata to ebi san say wo say ye san ye kona ebebisa ye starting ho asem enti sisi anom speaker any Supreme Court no Supreme Court betumi afrenu contempt ana afrenu say wa contempt is and say wo mo di ruling aba and still no we no ekoso maintain ho ase we kotena majority we kotena minority
no kano na nyese mamenu ena o overpower ayi ba no kura na da ho no ena papa no oni de o for le reduma sebi speaker oye so na ekedo so na efo so na people so oye ade na nya wo so obi bam eni tin na Supreme Court wo no no be mu a wan be mu in the favor of assembly kura na ye kano but nipa kono otukuno no obamu so oye duma mani wopa oye duma in the favor of party enti no obamu no wako one anye ye wata second one otimi holding the contempt or holding the contempt today one country and the MPP for some more parliament omo no mo pe na asafo akase kase power show power when I would drop on to me and me what is the one our power when I open I would drop on thing 80 open now open say speaker no ye chitima mu na mu di na and they come inside and let's speak. Doesn't matter where you sit, your voice is what is important. Ultimately, because he is doing the right thing.
Okay.
It could be January, it could be a year. What the speaker is doing is that once in the life of Ghana, no, the truth must be told, or we should follow the right thing. That is what the speaker is doing.
Okay, Joe, Mami Ama, or say the speaker no dear, and then Cranopa and now war and contempt as MBN. Eja, as a foca. Come
now, you see, or west. Now, Bakuno buy an old man, your friend said, and your mother, been away, you know. Who shall book up a speaker away or favor and this is for the car?
Yo, Mate Minko, Papa Esafaka, Papa Yinti Uswe. On bet to match in contempt and as a contempt at the end of way.
Yeah, come me that say, I'm some mamma, what's your friend says, see you say, Gio.
Cynthia.
In fact, and me and my party, Yami Bomao. I was said, what it to me, Mamma, me what the bus na ye program, what bus say, Kenya. I feel very good about that woman. When I mean, Chemo, come off as Yamojuma, but to Sanamon, Anamon Papa. The dick can mamma can't say me through. If we are say, we be yes, Sumayan Sani, and Yana Mountain, Ibu baby. I can for say a baby will be a smart and yansa and yana mountain. He been a atosisia. She, Mamma Cassam say, you were two competent lawyers. So lawyers in me a court. Ubi a cose or corner what could you kunim. But it comes out. Na baako adinkugu na baako adinkunim. Why? Baako ko with anamontintin. Ena baako so ko with nyansa. Eno ni asama Ghana parliament is here no. Something is telling us some of the leaderships are your or some of them are awkward. They just talk without using common sense. And that is what we are going through. Here Mami can't say back on say, show say lawyer for me no ekona back mistake the word the THE interpretations no would a bar back ebe contradicting no na back pa no they couldn't kunim, and that is what we are having in Ghana now. Look at the people that used to be minority and the other side majority. Because of anamontintin, minority no akoye majority no. Look at the conflict if they had used common sense and a trans and a channel your grievances through the appropriate channel and ka de yehu sesia no enka emma, because if we are say, babe, of course, heaven cry your leadership. Opa classroom, you call class 1, your class prefect. And this is what we have seen. Let me tell you, say it will be a yani eka nimdiani nyansa. So what current crisis about parliament now is telling me, say, and that is the practical experience that we are having in Ghana now. Look at the minority and then the majority. Okay, currently, because changes we are standing. So will be dear rivals because Ghana politics and kaya dream I was say yes, but rivalry when it comes to governance in Ghana, because NPP for NDC for vice versa. And this is say if we were to be competencia, I will give the current ruling government in a party, I'll give them the upper hand, because almost minority and I say the opposing side, and the opposing side because of omode and namontinting and the namono ebinum di nyansa bitu, and that is what we are seeing now. And we have to call a spade and ask. When it comes to law, democracy, and ye patapasa there obi di soja or did you be or my Ghana no, even your constitution Ghana no, people are scared to speak the truth. Constitution has got a lot of loopholes. It's very awkward constitution, which until the current president, I have a whole lot of questions to ask the man if I meet him personally. Because Stama or Basel or Bakase Kumi Prekwas, something like that, we thought say Gwabaya president, that constitution that we have in Ghana now, should have a lot of changes. Because the constitution, it tells me say soja ban no team microphone sa ama die omu ye no and na ya so die ama ye wo Ghana no, and we are going to pay prices on that. And this no the constitution because of the loopholes a woman no current majority are used against the current minority. And until now who say minority for no who say wo mo betimi abaye majority. And that is the price that we are paying now. And if we don't sit up, we are going to pay a lot of prices. Because, the law, interpretation, because we can't say the word THE, will be the back court, I could differ, I will be the D. And this is here, say, oh, sha. Minority for two, and I'm on 20, woman, into your kaya, yeah, majority without sitting down, putting practical aspects in order. Umuti ya theory, yeah, majority no mutu anamo. Who say Nyansa Yanton into the majority currently no use a loophole in the constitution itself, no, a BT minority say they don't know what you are doing, and that's why we are going through what we are going through. And the current speaker, you want, and I'm say, well, baby, and I'm on tintin for no doors, ninti, what tie, and I'm on tintin for no, Yansman Yansa for. And until you go through what we are going through, and we have to sit down now reconciliation because law there. We have judiciary, they understand the constitution. They have sat down, they have read the constitution, and they understand the constitution. Majority no minority no interpretation no baby homuntiase and until na yehu de yehu and this year trust in fee say judiciary and parliamentarians and executive year power. This is telling you sir, so we a student of law law ni. Because in any rule, we have exemptions.
Okay.
That's it.
Sure. In any rule, there are exemptions. Wafaya can speak here, be contempt to the court, and as the Supreme Court design say, they've made way order Womodi, and she say, yeah, Abba interpretation, Abba, still no speaker aims to take. Can he be called and answer? Can he be contempt to the law? Wafaya, until the fata Tony Uncle. Wafaya.
Thank you very much. And some of the like Mamia my alluded to Mamia my Kano. Speaker of Parliament, the ordinary the standing orders, and order. And don't forget to say Barbie is also a lawyer. What are they? There is nothing going on in the country about law that Bagbin doesn't know. Bagbin is even a senior to Otukono at the bar. Bagbin is a senior to Otukono at the bar. And Bagbin knows the constitution better than Otukono. So, just saying what you do. You think Bagbin is who? Bagbin is a senior to Otukono at the bar. Bagbin knows the constitution better than Otukono. It is just position in the Amano. By ruling 7-0 against the NDC and what they say. And so your chief justice, it doesn't mean that only Mrano Zabin. Let everybody get it clear. Or yet chief justice, he doesn't know anything in law better than Zabin. And then a market of place after Wakati Babin is senior to Otukono at the bar. Go and check it. Check it, Babin is senior. Babin Kram only Akufo-Addo numu na ebeye members at the bar. Meaning whether Akufo-Addo is senior to him or is senior to Akufo-Addo at the bar. Who is Otukono? He ever not join a bar. And when we come to the interpretation of the Constitution, Babin contributed in the writing of the Constitution. He is one of them who contributed. There is nothing going on concerning as far as law is concerned that Babin doesn't know. It's a colossal of law in Ghana. We Chachu Fima, Bagbin will be the next person in the country if you don't know. And the Eko Sunijana dedicate. It is politically motivated. Adiama many politically motivated, like Mami Amakayan. Sana Ekosu. Or instead of so be mama or jump in because I want to want to so favor Akufo-Addo because Akufo-Addo na man position na kodo e na make sure ni kunu didi wa ba enu ni kunu ye bibi antinu na oye sa na nye ya amanu aduane be bo. And that is what is going on. Paymaster, satisfy your paymaster. Adu Asare of the Ghana School of Law. Otukoro nim law che Adu Asare. Or see the mama na ye no, it's not the right thing to be done. It's just that people don't want to talk. So the only said the effort to me. And all yet because Akufo-Addo is behind all this. And let's do the president is behind me. And then I've been empowered. And no yet the opdia. On to me, bargaining, contempt, the bargaining bonus or set or citing my Supreme Court contempt, of course. Or not bargaining under normal they say no. Parliament has citing Supreme Court contempt. Because almost you nowhere and jump into the affairs like that. And I make a choice. Don't think that people in Parliament there are most of them there are lawyers. And even if there is no lawyer at Parliament, the one who is leading Parliament is a colossal of law. Bargaining is and nobody knows law in Ghana more than bargaining. As far as interpretation of the Constitution is concerned, Otukono cannot interpret the law better than bargaining. And he's the one who is leading Parliament. He's one of the best ever we ever have as a Speaker of Parliament under the Fourth Republic. First and second and third, I can't talk about it. But under the Fourth Republic, bargaining is one of the best, if you don't know. Kokoti any Speaker of a year. And now from the beginning now, case you said they start here, that's the case. Bargaining to declare those is vacant. Who be there now? The oil and the Kwanswa. And the Yadana, Otukono, the Mibe judges, Yadi Asem Corona, Yadi LGBT case at this war. 3 to 4 years, just made the president sign on signing here, and no Yamu Dajini. Yet the idea by here, Wamukaya, it will interfere in the business, undermine people. Sir, Lolobi and Asako, Omuni representative, Majin. I don't know Chief Justice now will be like this to make Sir Asako and Lolobi to also get a member of parliament in parliament. They don't have it. And no Yamu Dajini. Mumunko for no wana omunya nipa kakra short way there omunya we are using animal farm. All animals are equal but some are more equal than others. Mumu ye nipa 10 omo mugu sa no. And this is what you are coming out. You see what is going on in our country here. In fact, like the Ghana School of Law and there are a lot of people who have also spoken about this. It's not the best. And Bagbe has taken his time to follow. For the young brand consider. What are you telling the man? Patience,
okay.
The way Bagbe is handling Parliament, dedicate. One of the best. In Kapasa Moya, really all over for the NDC. He has been fair. And you know,
okay.
Look at the way he had it fairly. And my cost to come. What they are saying.
All right.
You know, you can't blame him for anything. And don't think, no, being better and Kasa to say that is law.
Okay. All right. Okay.
You can interpret the Constitution 10 times better than Otukono.
Okay.
And you know, they can never fight Bagbe and the Parliament.
Okay.
Bagbe is rather of your
okay.
But he doesn't want to do it. And
all right.
Don't forget that the Kebidi Manusi, Niema Ekotu Yinano, Akabe na Otimi and Sabini Akotuaba, and now government way, Omubia, and now Niema be anyone between a Bema or mine best. The Adebi or Mubay and Gusa or mine that. The only thing is that Babin Pete,
okay, Wafa,
so that they can pass salary and Niema.
Okay.
Then
okay, yeah, Jumedian so senior canon, just say they cannot be cited for any contempt or be anywhere. You bet me cite as contempt for say Supreme Court Akasa. Now on also speakers so on also then adwinchre and wodi ebu man is here. Mitwama be here.
The whole booger is the parliament. incident robbed the family, so he's not.
Yeah, church media so yakwakoji mboafo krato ni na abana midikan eka se munhia dwumadi bia modi ewo abefo fidie so amomode ehu dareke ene na pamfo na bejafo no na yemfa emra obia odi chiame obia wo twemfo ni obia obonyum echirso kra yebema DJ Black African ababebo enyuma ede amamu kama na chese yi na yekoye ni mu anisa Ghana ehunti na menema bejefo ibebi hia ma na ebeye dini se entafo kra na wo madwene ebekọ benkro mu na ne ekoso yi eye menti mu hase bia aba emma omano enkonkan omano ankasa no obi besi 001 ye de 001 se 100 dida ana sisi aso no ayese mrahye medwom so ya twentwe asensen so ntino enye ade papa enye asempapa sisi ameno kasei ntino yanko eye efie enkwanta hospital samuyina yenimu eye Western Region efie enkwanta hospital ana yakofa ye wenye honi statue ebani saying fien kwanta hospital and renovations because so yakosiesie ho mfanse ayarsabia no yakoko ye nnoma imfidie bebre akwakosi ho ana empenifuo eye omadwin say oh enie oniko a wababe di sejumedie ye de nimfoni eye omampeni nanado ye de nimfoni ebebisi ho akire adepa wababe ye edemai na wei ana nanado ono ankasa se wo twemu se wo kokoye den ana ono akokopa sa ni start ho entuma ana enipa bibiri atomu ni guzu se na ba ni sen aye mefanse BBC ye na British Broadcasting Corporation so ede wo manu sem atomu bi ana yeso so ye ka enwasem ne kwanso no no etisen ye konkotie omampani dada asema oka na yansana no yenhwe eye statue ameka ho asem yenhwe mra statue ni si hono omampani he wasenebo kama pa nefe pa nesu nipa bibiri si eba ni sen yeno ani sen na mbi yekotie omampani
ezu eza Somehwe ewie nsohwe somehwe na wie ye ne nsohwe eno na kufa Dubai mepamo achomo nsomehwe eno ne ye nsohwe ene ezu na one ose ofa ho eno no ko takrade na no odi ni statue akosi ho ono akopa ho ntoma what be that ezu ewo se omanpanyi bia unya ahobrase nipa na wo so mobo abaso na omo kamfo enye wankasa no akoye o statue na de abesi ho no ankasa wako mombo nsam mame no akopa ho ntoma what be that ezu no ako university bia ye ma o doctor abra odaso ye omanpanyi o
anka wo de awie na kɔ nom ka sɛ oh ye hwe wedwuma wo ya ade sei enti ye pese wo ba na ebo aba so na ma honorary doctorate university wo Ghana he nyina we chi mo nsa mo ma no doctor no nso mi nim baby ode ko ezu eza enti agena sa bibia mbeka ho biom ni omo be ya na omo aye no enso obi say ma ban na wo so nso ma ban a eba no ebesesa nya ma ban ya ye na abaye aban foforo na maye masesa ma ban eden ensem basabasa ni eza hunto somehwe ewie nsohwe
somehwe ewie nsohwe aha we eye kasa foforo aba ebeko encyclopedia mu somehwe ewie nsohwe ye nyina ye hu eye omampani ne statue a wo ho a eho enso aba 17 we die minim fakobuge kodumum ne mo minim abetuafo yeso ye kire ya adwen eho mamiama somehwe ekowie nsohwe na eye
first of all before my time
na eye maybe say eye se omampani ono angasa bekoko unveil anazobeku apa ne start hu entoma na we hu bi pen what bi pen na no kwan so ana
okay before my time say we hu asem be say me put we say speaker Gbagbe no on fa Kakashi ano on fa somebody know he's a perfect gentleman. The kasa klapo o kasa ne kasa no wakasa ana onu naturally klapo no onye nipa boni ni o betra no say o man say emo say nkofo bi use method for a long period now. This is the time as I say obiso ekasa ana obiso trouble nyansa. Now to come on the statue no na say mu you said him before ama nana we omama kufo honorary degree kufo ofi mu ate president kufo fi sunu emsa atames by mama by emma ya bedi so ena dimpa fo akai ne duma pa akufo ye no ma friend no mama no ana ena me share no next sana honorary degree no etie woduma pa na ye dema ebo abaso now senkofo did he build that hospital from the scratch? I don't think so. A renovation of a old hospital. So after na aso kofo ni no mo so be use extra money to do that for him now. He must say to be yes the congestion about say kofo talking about a whole lot of problems. That's okay because not hope any starting say yes I am for promo be a man kata yes to me no any big but say me and I mean and akufo I can make delegate to be say omokoye on my behalf me amenko because we are sana na they say uji fame and a son or abeya bibia or no or buy or say the universities bibia or say JB Jankwa was a day and it said Myanmar yeno or full Myanmar and just son a president to me no so being a CEO so no says you see at the end of the year will be to me the group of Muna and Ubeko jail also say me ama material and your friend make I say in the Bailey you know I'll ask the Minister of Tourism to go and stand on behalf of me to go and do that just for me to get the full right. But no, like I'm saying, no, or Sabi, I have to say Zacchaeus. Or part do so want them into no, or no, Nadia to me, no, woman and cat, the thing that, oh, Tanya way, and come to ma. Some chef Tanya way, let me share be a woman and son. I will take on who all say, na Ghana nintimi afodo baby masu kwakoji no me kai say those time you work Garrison Primary no you be makwa wheat ya more powder those basic things it mean from kaya you for na yeah apps baby uto watch ya udi apps na mystery na sa person back up na media because the deed has been done. Dear Ombayo Chanomaya. Osi cathedral no for no requires as no Papona and better. But if you're hospital now, it's an old hospital for renovation. And they say, Mama, dear, in the hospitals, regional hospitals are wasting money. Universities are wasting in your money. I say, you give pillars in schools now. You go a good room. You start to go to me now. So, but why? It's not a big deal to me.
Okay. Sure. Mate, me that say, Mammy, or say, why, and yeah, big deal. And yeah, idea we started from the scratch. Joe, Mate, Mammy, my dear, and no men call Papa, a chair. It's for a call. Now, President, yeah, no, I no question, no, and I say what from Kai was so be a man.
Okay, come on, me that say. Before some about president in there say one sentence, number we. Before some about president in there, so my main comment kitwebi. The current speaker can be the best lawyer in Ghana. Would interpret the constitution, would everything. But let me tell people who back him that he can not be a good leader. Leadership is different from being a lawyer, big in your own shoes. When you come out of your shoes, you become a kid. Until the mere fact that somebody understands, can interpret the constitution doesn't mean that he can be a good leader. Until you're very careful that somebody is a lawyer. Being a lawyer is different from leading lawyers. Does it make sense to you? Go and learn your vocabulary, and then next time when we can talk on this issue. For him being a good knows that whatever you might think, he cannot be a good leader, and that is example that we are seeing now. Okay, share President Wako or unveiling. Didi kano me no me hu ye no me nya kwa ankoye studies. Papa na de Ghana sika ekoye ade no ana. And I say enipa bi na aye and wako out do saade no because una we media man me nim how obina yeah say renovation aba be yo ho ntino ya ye ediation ediam but nanka e wo say obi Hana so Mwankasa no more unveil. Let's be. Hey, as I'm Meka. Mama yenya nyansafo than to talk ba. Uye nyansani na ukasa. Fanyansa atachi ukasa. Omampanyini award the right say obi ayade in his honor or right so ako unveiling. What's wrong with it?
Me who be that? Yeah.
We are in a modern world. The man can decide.
Now, I didn't know what say. I mean, who won't be there until way, but
me can say yes. The course. I'm asking you, sir.
Won't be paying. One case won't be paying.
Me who be then? Why you be me who be?
Okay.
Me who be crowd. Nana Kufuor do akọ unveiling on one.
Anyone.
Ye who be because practically make me say o mampanyini Nana Kufuor do. Dem pesa me kama munyi na moti ase say one the first person was setting record say nya Ghana sika and na wotam ye no ode akoye and na ebinu na aye no so no akọ unveiling I clap for him. Opa wo de wunya fato chacha ono akwa dana ade adi mummom nsema no upe na unia uduru ho na ade ni su akatawani ne twam ne ko Nti the me person me tiase say the president can decide to do anything. But me kwa wie no ma me ka se me kire omampanyini dada. So omampanyini dada ni wi afi ne ho a on go back. He has got nothing to do with the current president. Current president ni tamu oko omampanyini dada ni competition bia. Oni Dr. Bawumia na wo competition wo mu ekosisia enti so bibia onyai omampanyini ne mra so no obekọ alone na me home no emra wo no obekọ na djuma obekọ awie no Ghana whole box site wan fa mani nua na so obi akọ no akọ unveil ono an statue. What is wrong with it? Eno na ye ne yana na ana eno na ye ne nwanwa na onu wokono me sense so onu wokono Ghana box site or the mani nua enso de bia mu defend it eno de yenye nwanwa na obi akoso ko unveil on statue anye Ghana musika na ode ye obi na ayen in his honor no akọ unveil. What is wrong with it? Omampanyini dada come back again. Okay. That's it.
Sure.
University Ghana sika university no Ghana sika and na true sika university na the year no we give you have to understand it before you talk. University
Mamiawa me answer na bibisa no Mamiawa utie me bisa say mo de me bisa me no sa we topic kra mo de aba no me ni busu to me enka sa we enya de cross e be discuss on it say me na me here 4 stars radio enka sa de we me fama Mama what is the metro enti me no me need time me come what you say I will not waste my precious time. Some president I call unveiling the statue no anya time no ma ko tra say me kan I don't have time for that. Mo na mo time na mo dwene sa de we enti se no na mo dwene mo de mo mfa me bom nsem ma no wako unveil wa wo pe hwa me.
Oh, Debbie, come on. We and yeah, okay. Yeah, Nissa. Men call fire. What fire? Who won't say, Omampeni and Casako unveil on an study? We won't be paying what to be paying. Won't say, is it right? Is it wrong? What should we do next time? So we, yes, audio. So until next time, maybe I know him. And found sometimes, you know, we a coach. We bet to my coach. We bet you be born. Man, ebe who send you say, boss. So intini wuna say next time obi so baso na say start you be ebasa we hunu kon obefa so intimi bisa wrong, right, good, what is it?
Okay, thank you very much. I mean for just a year a chapwaka we say otukono ye good lawyer na
Marafu me mo obi edi me say speaker. Let me tell you, when I was a speaker, a lawyer, when constitution I say, me more be me say me more be go back and listen to it. Me more be me man now can no.
Also make the American, with the American. Otukono na wo ba wo defend.
Me defend you will be a massa. Me defend you will be a asem na me catch say you can be a lawyer who bet me interpretative law no, but you can be a good leader.
Are you taking my time or what?
I care less.
Or holding that position because of all rulings 7-0 against the NDC. Anything or it doesn't mean it's the best or that's why it's there. Until let me let you know if you don't know. Yeah, a political appointment the man or rulings 7-0 against the NDC. And you know occupies
the above for free heaven ebetnatia mo benya bibiaka. Upa yenko fast rabo for mra. Emra judiciary ho
ubejama ne akana sam emre naso na nimpa.
Let me come to the question. That is me say the officer maybe who start we do.
Okay.
Then you be see
me asokora
na ono a be kwa ko bi hu bi da. Yeah the crazy obi say bia wa ye bibi no na ya ye na enya wo na obekwa akoye empo what dey say ye adwuma bi a wa ye na dey abo aba and I mean hospital no dey see like you are saying if you kwanta hospital e wo ho em say nkroma time no mu see the young Puma be a bear tampon no more time, and you see our hospital. If he has no idea about it, who could no base here? And yes, Mahama then start to like Mamia by saying, Mahama started the Bank of Ghana hospital, said the Mahama started to go. And there were military, Kumasi hospital, I can see I went to see a Bank of Ghana for the year. A bank here running a lot of profit, 750 million this year. I see the Mahama started to go. Seminar 3, I said the Mahama started to go. But dear project the baby, Mahama, and then put you every Ghana in I see the Mahama started to go. But, pardon, what they are saying. Would you say there will be a minimum on one cast of Banco or me a very short, so yeah, on one SCM fan is starting to na second form post or moon into or your moon care see a better by a swap by your better could be so or that is a wound is open here. Second for said they don't want the starting there. And in Yamea don't get to abandon the Mahama will be near and they were never to Twamba. Or would the low bed best one or the acoustic TV on the fan is starting go TV, they don't need the starting there. And that is the new going. And that is the case. Maybe as idea we said maybe who be that. We are there now be a mama for so why are there near ABC their praise you after most near the rolling a person Puma no more bone abo like Mahama degrees was coaching was school to the degrees so doctor so the year then you meaning was school to the degree on what by own teaching University of at Rolling NACUDS or Baya or the Dombo Dia for one of the universities North. Meanwhile, now here, and your Dombo this year, and your MPP Media this year. Rollins and the man is $50,000. The guy Bonabaso, an award I extend it. Or dear $1 per year, 1993. I know that years. Who the Oba the car put here our baby and I would see university and you would do so another Jamie down quite do so. I can say, who will be university are rolling that breast, the kind of who they don't go there on so. I think the University of Ghana Friday, where Jamie down quite do so, be a grand was or movie. Because see would dear, see, Napa would need to be a cafe. What they say, how they would see why that it never prepared. Obisi and now they have been able to for the other for what? The same thing. Oh, yeah, my who you no to for the way I didn't see to become an area. Fine. Now, when for the you want our for thing, make them move be done and come more big round for dinner I'm barely for you. One can now for an out for theater. Tell me start in this year. For what? Hospital in your house here. Who see who started by 88 hospital, Baku this year, 8 years now. Only for 101, agenda 101, Baku cry a big cranny baby. Omuba manifesto 2060, almost every region, the almost one regional hospital. Now, the Ewa, and yet at regional standard, on there at the digital Baku Chromos and 8 years now. Almost see Baku Prada. So I say, secondary school, university, later university, Omunisi. Just a moody mobile man yesterday. No be yes to one affair. Then you now go and you are naming, you are making status, you are being way and I work with here. Yahoo be free. You obey to Ghana Post or Mumpe. Also, could name University of Ghana, JB Dankwa University, almost Omunsia, yes. Or Dombo DNA, and you know now here, and your NPP Media this year, with the Dombo Nia for Toto. Yes, a war campus or two. Maham, Rollins this year. Rollins are much one year for our university. Yes, it said UDS on this year. On one letter, Emma Winiba, a full-fledged university, first now Winiba, as a campus. On one funny status and couture, one funny Dian or Toso. A polytechnic, a war Ghana. Rollins is taken over from 1980. That your polytechnics bay two. Rollins is accredited to about 8 polytechnics across the country.
Okay, all right.
What do you say?
Yeah, see mommy.
When I thought to the middleman, medium movie that said the kind president, the Okaku Billy, Mobinko Germany and Yamani and Pambo, Pepe. Now, no 1 year yet. When you Papa Biana, Yakoya was there, Nina Mitina Hina, and media doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It is the uncopone can almost your pet starting to.
Okay.
Yamia do me a swab and the comedy low bed, Peppa could see their country. I did not their command with it. And that's what the people are saying.
Okay. Sure. What fire and yeti and cano, that's what the people are saying. Internam Senka Yemakwanya, Anka will share all the projects at JD and my Ninano. Nanka will say your day and who studies a Kokosisi Nina, who but who be that. Miankasu me who be that, so who be there or baby. A just of a cardia or say way a year history, a bimba and why history. Hey, I'm just wait the man, Emani can own. We can agree to disagree. It's all good. Because Facebook and go here, one more messages up by Edna or see. Okay, well done. You share Francis, good job, boss. It's better now, and Charlotte to say hello, big hello. Maxwell now I'll say hello at Dady K, watching you live from KNUST campus Kumasi, Ghana, and I'll say good show, but the network was flipping, and the network could be flipping. I may not be one. I didn't know baby, so it is I know say but a dear baby two ye movie me and make us say you be say me go mamma I didn't know movie so I bet you in the affiance your money your nana no or more boy and kakra chese yeko yenimwa nisa eti ebusa for the mujina say me da mamma a chair as a for car or fire numina I say Maxwell Edna Mami Charlotte mo amutu me commenting na aya mo fa mo commenting na mbranche say mususono muhu hiaen so we na chere say mo ye omamba pa mema me she ade ye omamba pa be a good citizen not a spectator enti mo ye nsa na ma ye na so ye ni age D Black and I see fachame said ya mekaya no mfidie no akwakoye no bibi na hope say a free na what you we call it ye better to enoma yi na je say wotumi ato enkra no e de aman efri Ghana no na yetia yetumi eda so ekọ ekete so efa ho adwene abato beba nti yenya enkrato no saa no a eno na etumi ema yetu yehwe anamo a yebetu na yetumi akọ se ebekọ akoto abani bia ne yakwakoto nti see big ups to you michecha munyina yeremo ase andi achimai hope so ka ye memfan say production team no ene Africana nyama wo hu ye na no Africana ni na say abefo infidie na ema yetumi edi eto epitin esa mintin Dady K men also send you ni debiano. If you want to see somebody who can make a change, just look at the mirror and say what can I do for myself. What per se obi obetumi ayen sakra wo ankasa memfiti ufie wo wankasa na chese aye entoato so I want to ase na chese yekoye ni mu ha ne sa nti yebe bihye mu ha na nye agrobi na yebe bedi obi akanaje ekwan a oman Ghana ebefa no ntuma pa efri a yeso yewa amanone ye ho bayin ha kakra se wo maame wo papa wo busuani bi ewo fie na ne ho kire no oman ni nkoye na ne ho kire na eye wo botom eye wo ubotum eye me botum esan se e wo se ye no yetumu eye dwuma edin na yetumi kokoboa ebusua no e wo Ghana nti no e wo se ye bibihie mo ne ka na amanyofo amanyokuo wo mote no mo hu se ade o mo ye no eye anase enye no mu ntutu o mana mo yie ye mu bebre ye pese ko ne kokoji ya home ye be den ne yakọ ahobo aninti ene fie so hot sen ye pe bibia ahobambo emu ye pampin dije se wokona wokọ akoji wa home a wetumi ajiweni kakra afi so abato obre maka mesaka masa etimubium edru ho na wokọ akoto waba wokọ to waba na dane ho enkonko ye akakabinsem bia ewo ho esanse wudia ehia eni abato bako to nako onuku a wokoto abana amana no onu wotifie ena wo hwe TV aden na obekọ akọkọ ama no kono enye wodua eye den ya obi bedi nkonim obi so ebedi nkugo nti that ke emena so makramo